Hey guys, and welcome back to Super Mario 64 DS. We are now on the upper floor of Peach's castle. And the first thing we have to do is catch this wascally wabbit. This is Luigi, so the rabbits are green, because of course everything about Luigi is green. Must be ill. I can't believe you caught me, outrun by a human. This is the worst day of my life. Here, take this. You retrieved a key. Well, we get how this works. I think that rabbit is always going to be there. Like they always respawn, but only if you're playing as Luigi. The rabbits can be inside, they can be outside, they can be in all sorts of places.
Hey Luigi, I'm your biggest fan! You're the best supporting actor the world's ever seen! The work you've done guarding Mario is great! I think if you were a bit more shrewd and assertive, you could definitely move into the leading role! By the way, are you collecting coins? Special stars appear when you collect 100...
Yeah, of course I know that. I've done that for every level so far. That's the wrong fungus. Let's talk to this one.
You're really wailing Bowser, Luigi! We'll have to call you the Luigi Brothers soon. I'll tell you a secret that'll help you out. In the room with the mirrors, look carefully at anything that's not reflected in the mirror, and then you go to the water town.
Whatever. Alright, this is the one that gives you the power star. So that's our second. That's 2 of 3. The next one is on the floor above us. We'll be getting to that one later on. But first, what world shall we go to? We have Tiny Huge Island, we have Tall Mountain, we have Wet Dry World, and that's where we're going. And we have Snowman's Land. Welcome to Wet Dry World. The gimmick to this level is that the water level will vary depending on whereabouts you jump into the painting. So because I jumped into the bottom of the painting, the water is at its absolute lowest. And the very first thing we're going to do in this level is collect 100 coins. Which honestly isn't really that hard to do here. I think they added more coins for DS as well, so it really isn't that big of an issue. I should manage to do the somersault. I seem to have the hardest time doing the somersault in this game. It's one of the few things where I feel like the original did it better. I have no problem doing it on Super Mario 64, but DS? Somersault seems to be practically impossible to do, no matter who I'm playing. Break down all the blocks. You can only break the blocks when the water is at its lowest. I'm amazed that Luigi can move around in the water this much, because if I was in this water right now, I'd be struggling to move forward. I don't know what these things are called, but I call them pond skaters, because that's what they look like to me. I believe the legs and feet, though, don't have hitboxes. It's just the body. And we got these little... whatever they are, but they will shoot fireballs, and you have these things. I think they're called heave-hoes. So if you step onto that thing with the footprints on it, they will flip you into the air in the opposite to whichever direction you're going. And in almost any situation, that is high enough for them to cause fall damage. If he flips me to the level above, I'm not falling very far. But if that doesn't happen, then you're almost certainly going to take fall damage if you just fall back down to the level you're currently at. For example, like that. Yeah, these guys are kind of annoying. They're always in like the worst places. They're not so bad here, but they're also in the 2 hardest levels. And that's really annoying. No, I don't want to keep reading the sign. I just want to break this open. Oh, what is that? A number 1. Ah, and Luigi totally is number 1. At least those toads were nicer to Luigi. But again, supporting actor? Supporting actor? Excuse me. Luigi's Mansion? What was that? I believe it was Luigi that rescued Mario. I mean, there was also Mario is missing, but we don't need to talk about that one. I can't remember if breaking these blocks actually gives you coins, but the simple fact is you don't want to break those blocks. They're vital for getting up here, which can then be used as a massive shortcut, thanks to Luigi's spinning maneuver. You can make all sorts of shortcuts around here. Oh, seriously, who messed up with the Goomba's footprints? No, I don't want to read the signs. Stop reading the signs. I was just going to say, how did I not get hurt by that? But there we go. So, how with you and your Wario hats? As soon as I can backflip up this wall. What the? How did that happen? Punched right through him. Oh, this Goomba's got some move. This Goomba has become immune to punches temporarily. It's only a temporary power up though. And there's our cannon. I think they changed his location. I think he's in a different place on the original, unless it varies from mission to mission. I think it does. I know sometimes they won't appear in certain missions, but that's it. Anyway, I don't think this guy can pick you up when you use the Vanish Cap. He is also really annoying. Everything likes to throw you in the air in this level. Precursor to the Chucksters in Super Mario Sunshine. Cause I'm on top of the world, eh? I'm on top of the world, eh? But now we gotta go back down. What is this in the background? I'm sure it's an actual place, but I don't know what the place is. Already we're at 94. We haven't even gone to the other area yet. Wet Dry World is a level of 2 parts. Oh. And yeah, whenever you touch those little colourful triangle things, that brings the water to whatever level it's at. So if it's underwater, it's going to lower the water. If it's above the water, it's going to raise the water. Simple as that. So what we want is we want to get the one that's over here. God, Luigi, you are such a faster swimmer than Wario. Wario and Yoshi, both of them swim so slowly. I've played Super Mario World. Yoshi could swim perfectly fine. I've also played Sunshine. I've no idea what that was about. So Nintendo, can Yoshi swim or not? He can swim in Mario World. He can swim on the water surface in Yoshi's Island and in Galaxy 2. In Yoshi's Island, he otherwise needs to turn into a submarine. He can swim in this. He does whatever he is in Sunshine. Where he can barely even touch water that's any deeper than his legs. And there we go. Didn't even need to go into the other area of Wet Dry World. There are loads of coins. It's a nice simple one to do. We're going to do the secrets mission. So there's 5 secrets you got to find. They come from breaking blocks, hitting certain other blocks, or by pushing these things. It is a little on the obscure side, but you know, you'll get the idea to push those things after a while. No, boy, it's a Mario game. Who doesn't hit a block in a Mario game? So the very fundamental thing you got to do is to break blocks with your head and give yourself horrible concussion and brain damage. Get out of my way! Away from me! And now we can glide our way over here. Because sometimes this seems to control better than others. Whoa, there's a face to look at. At least he's not shooting fireball.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Nice and easily done. Why can't they all be that easy?
Let's go.
I wonder if anybody would be bothered by the fact that I keep ignoring the first mission. Don't worry, I don't leave it till the end. Actually, I can't even remember what mission we're doing this time round. Away! No, don't. They are like powered by one of those, like, they're like wind-up toys. They have like a little key thing on the back that's spinning around. Eventually it runs out. And they will become immobilized just for a little bit. And down I go. Yeah, when they're immobilized, they won't chase after you. I think they can still flip you though. So again, try not to land on the heave-ho when he's stopped, but they do have a bit of wind-up time. Oh good, there's an invisible wall, and he can't go through it. It's weird that those guys look like bob-ombs to me, though. Let's make our way up here, and there we go. The top of the town. I believe is the name of the mission. We shall find out right now. Yep. Topo apostrophe the town. I mean, I like to be able to move around. That's generally why I keep going for the bossa. Unfortunately, if there's one thing that I keep forgetting about, is that Luigi cannot wall jump. Because, I mean, that just seems so wrong to me. Why can't Luigi wall jump? Why is that a Mario-only ability? Luigi can wall jump in any other game. I know they all came out after this, but even so. So he can wall jump in New Super Mario Brothers. He can wall jump in Galaxy, and Galaxy 2, and 3D World, and 3D Land. So, why am I incapable of doing that here? Right, so what you want to do with Express Elevator Hurry Up, or whatever the level is not that. So it's on the wrong side, you've got to be on the other side of that platform, because I think it is technically two platforms, just they're so close to each other you can't really tell. So yeah, while they're winding up, they can still flip you into the air. Stand on it for longer past me so that you can activate the switch. I know we're playing this on the Wii U, not the Switch, but even so. Try and nudge forward, and come on, there we go. But this is where I made the mistake. Luckily, I am Luigi, because I forgot that Luigi can't wall jump. But just about made it up there with our backflip. All we do is wait now, just wait for the thing to go back up, and then go and grab the star. But yeah, I recommend doing that as Mario. I mean, it's always Cap, because Cap was on the floor. Just so you're not rushing quite as much.
Let's go.
Shocking arrow lifts. I think that's the one I'm doing now. Oh, there, I fell in the water. Oh no. Luckily we have all of these planks that just rise up and float. I don't know why, I really like the underground theme in Super Mario 64. I think I mentioned this already, but while it's not my favourite Mario soundtrack, I do really like the music in this game. They're not all winners. I don't really like the Shifting Sandlands, Lethal Lava Land music, but other than that, I do like most of the music in this game. Certainly got one of my favourite renditions of the underground theme. Since we are Luigi, we don't actually need to use any of the arrow lifts. We can just jump and spin our way over to it. Who needs arrow lifts? So at Dry World, it's considerably easier actually than several of the other levels that we were doing in the basement. Whoops! I meant to try and aim for the top of the painting, and then I ended up hitting the bottom of it. So now we got to raise the water all the way up. Well, you can do two things. In order to get to the other portion of the level, you either raise the water, or you take the cannon. Or in this case, we might be able to just backflip over there as Luigi. I'm not here. The highest point at which you can raise the water is just over to my left. Whether that's what I'm actually doing, I'm not sure. Watch out for the electrical guys. I can't remember what they're called. Okay, yeah. Now, this is where I remember. There's one over here. I might be able to just go through the fence now, since... Obviously, with Mario, it's specific boxes, but since Luigi just gets that power-up from any of those things, we can just walk right through this now that we've grabbed that. I went right over it. Anyway, unfortunately, there isn't actually any way to speed this up. Come on. Thank you. So now we can make our way to the secret underground village? I have no idea. I'm not really sure what this level is supposed to be. But for some reason, like, I have no idea what any of all that stuff up there was. It almost looks like a construction, like some kind of construction site. And here we have an actual village. Let's go look at this thing. The water does take its time to lower though, so if you are a bit low on air. Well, I mean, normally when you're low on air and you hit the surface, that's supposed to completely refill my health meter. What on earth happened there? Why did that not entirely fill up my health meter? Game, what are you doing to me? When you resurface, you're supposed to gain air. All of a sudden I'm going through the enemies. Weirdly, you can go through these walls. Even though they don't look like you should be able to, you can go through these walls. Right, so there's two missions that we can do here, and one of them is, of course, the red coin mission. You'll notice there's loads of blocks all over the place. Just gotta break open all these blocks. So we've got that one there. And then we have another one here. The others are found on top of the buildings. Luigi has his own... I think they all have the breakdance of Doom. Maybe Yoshi doesn't because he pokes out his tongue, but everybody else does have the breakdance of Doom. I think this is the only one that's not in a crate. A block, not a crate. This is a Crash Bandicoot. Again, this is one of those where I just find it easier on DS, partly because we can just do this. And again, just because, like, trying to maneuver along that narrow wall to get those two crates, why do I keep saying crates? Those two coins. Because of how unpredictable Mario is in Super Mario 64. Like, how he wants to move and how he's going to react to terrain. It's considerably harder. But that's not really a problem here. Because it isn't just how clunky Mario is and how he doesn't know how he wants to move. He also just reacts to terrain in a very strange way. Like, he will slide down just about anything that isn't absolutely flat. Which is a massive pain when it comes to certain levels, especially Tiny Huge Island. That level is an absolute nightmare on the original because of Mario just cannot walk on any of the terrain. That's less of an issue here. It will still happen, but it's far less of an issue. So this game takes more of a cue from Sunshine. Although Sunshine Mario was practically Spider-Man. The only thing he can't walk up is when something is absolutely vertical. Which they changed in Galaxy. I didn't even know all of this was up here. But the first thing I normally do is just go down and lower the water. But no, I had no idea this was all up here. Even though there is a pole just right here that then takes you up here. Anyway, you need Luigi. This one actually requires Luigi. Because you need the Vanish Cap to get this one. To lower the water, grab the Vanish Cap. And then you do have to go through these walls, which again, it doesn't look like you should be able to go through these walls, but you can. That's what makes me fail it so much on the original. I mean, it's not entirely the same. I think on the original version, because on the original version you then need to wall jump up here. But I want to say it's also like you're on a timer or something. I can't remember. I just remember this one giving me a lot of trouble on the original.
Oh yeah.
Because you also have to wait for the power up to stop, so that because you have to wall jump your way up there, whereas Luigi you can just backflip. They're not just going to suddenly fall down to the ground. Alright, it is time for another Silver Star mission. Some of them are very easy to get, others not so much. And of course we've got a lot of things around here that like to that want to get rid of all of your Silver Stars. Such as those electrical things. I wish I could remember what these things are called. I want to say they're called Lil Sparks, but I think that's the enemy in Mario 2. Let's go this way. I can't tell if the sound effects are this guy or if it's the thing underneath. I mean, this guy's a wind-up toy as well. Why are all the enemies wind-up toys? Even for Luigi, it's too high to get. They want you to use the cannon. You try using that as well. Unfortunately, I slid off and I missed that star on the way down. So let's try going after a different star first. They're all in this area. You don't need to go to the town. Thank you for not attacking me. So generous. Just lets me get up there. But I believe the fire-spitting enemies, they don't attack you when you're underwater. Now we can't do fire underwater. Like that tune. Now, I believe when they brought the Silver Stars back in Galaxy 2, you don't lose them when you get hit. I haven't played Galaxy 2 in a long time. But I don't think you lose them when you get hit. Nor do you have to sit through the victory thing every single time you grab one. So close. I'm gonna grab the star block. I just noticed it's an exclamation mark on the block. What happened to the question mark ones? Were they a different colour? It's supposed to be a question mark. We've never played a Mario game before. Ready? Aim! Aim! Fire! Oh, I miss! And I'm Luigi, but I don't care. Luckily, it took me to this one. You do want to be careful, make sure you don't get launched onto the other side of that thing. I mean, you could probably get back out, I just don't know how. Actually, can you get back out? If you go to the town, can you get back out again? It seems really stupid if you can't. I think this is where I then kept trying to grab that really high up one. So let's give the cannon one more go. Come on, get up there. No, don't shoot anything. Oh, no. Overshot. And I'm not even in the cannon. Okay, the sound effect for one of those fire-spitting enemies became really loud from over there. I don't know what these things are called. What are these things called? Do they have a name? I think every enemy in Mario has a name, but I just don't know what these guys are called in particular. Ignore him. Nope, we're not going to ignore him. He must be taken out every time because he's annoying. He's chucked me off the edge so many times and I want revenge. Yeah, they even give you 2 1-ups in there, isn't that nice? And there we go. And our last one, we've got to try and avoid hitting that. Lower the water and then it's inside a block. So let's just make our way over there now. And that is, well no, I say when it's wet, dry, we're complete. No, not until we actually grab the star. It's all the way up there, come on. Out of my way, pond skater. Why can't I turn the camera? I guess the wall was in the way, that's probably why. You're there, I need a lift. Thank you. Where even is it? It's all well and good, but you actually got to try and make sure you can see where the star is. I mean, you've got a map. Where's the star? Wow. I mean, Luigi, I don't think he really falls that much slower, so I guess that makes sense. There you are. I think this is where the Bob-on Buddy is on the original version of the game. But they swapped his location with this thing. And now that's Wet Dry World done. It's quite an easy level overall. Sadly, the others are there to make up for it, as we will be seeing in the next part. Oh, I guarantee it. So I will see you guys next time.